Okay, on the next problem, let's solve for y. Let's see here. Solve for y and then answer our questions. So to solve for y here, I'm going to subtract 3x from each side. I get 2y equals negative 3x minus 10. I'm going to divide by 2. Y equals negative 3 halves x minus 5. Well, from this information, I know that my slope is negative 3 halves. It's not x, it's the number. The y-intercept is this last one right here, which is 0, negative 5. Now to find my x-intercept, remember that that has a y number of 0, so I'm going to cover up my y. I get 3x equals negative 10. Divide by 3. Let's just leave it as this fraction. That's fine. Negative 10 thirds. Okay, let's try the next one. What would you do first? You would add x to each side. You get negative y equals x plus 3. I'm going to divide. Y cannot be negative, so I'm going to divide everything by negative 1. I get y equals negative x minus 3. Well, my slope is negative 1. My y-intercept is 0, negative 3. My x-intercept, cover up the y, negative x equals 3. Well, x cannot be negative, so if I change it to positive, I have to change the other. So you should have gotten negative 3, 0. Well, let's see here. Let's move down. Try the next 3. You can pause the video each time before I do one and see if you can come up with the same answer. On the first one, I would have added 4x to each side. I have negative 6y equals 4x plus 18. Divide by negative 6. Y equals, well, 4 divided by negative 6, if you reduce it, is negative 2/3 x. 18 divided by negative 3 is minus 3. My slope is negative 2/3. My y-intercept is 0, negative 3. My x-intercept, remember the y number is 0, so I'm going to cover up the y, and I have negative 4x equals 18. Divide by negative 4. X equals 18 divided by negative 4. Well, if you put that in the calculator and press math, enter, enter, it will reduce it for you. And a 2 goes into both of those, so x becomes negative 9 over 2. The next one, you would have subtracted 3x from each side. You get y equals negative 3x plus 5. The slope is negative 3. The y-intercept is 0, 5. The x-intercept, if you cover up the y, it says 3x equals 5. Divide by 3, x equals 5/3. So it is 5/3 and 0. The next one right here, subtract x from each side. I get 2y equals negative x plus 6. Divide by 2. Y equals negative 1/2 x plus 3. My slope is negative 1/2. My y-intercept is 0, 3. Now my x-intercept, cover up the y, I get x equals 6. Oh, well, that's easy. 6, 0. Here's this next one. We got all these graphs. I don't know if I can try and make these a little smaller so we can see them all. Can you match up which equations go with which one of these graphs? Try and pause the video and see if you can figure it out. First thing I would do is go and find my intercepts. Like right here I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 0, negative 3. So I know that my y is negative 3. And my x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6, 0. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4, 0. 1, 2, 3. 0, negative 3. 1, 2, 3, whoops, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 0, 4. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 6, 0. Negative 2, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 0, 6. All right. So now let's use the cover-up method up here. I'm going to cover this up. And this gets y equals positive 6. Well, let's see. Are any of these at y's? Remember, this is the y. Which one is at positive 6? That's at 4. Negative, negative. Ah, this one is. So this one would be C. Let's try this one right here. I think I can cover this up right here. But look, what if you did this? I covered this up and I got x equals positive 6. This is the only one where x is positive 6, so this would be my A. Next one, it doesn't matter which one you start with. I'll start with the y, and I'm going to put 3y equals 12, divide by 3, y equals 4. Well, which one has a y-intercept of positive 4? It's not these two. Let's look over here. This is negative 3. This is up to positive 4. Oh, this one is D. Well, this one's got to be B, but let's look at it for a second. If I cover this up, I get negative 4y equals 12. Divide by negative 4. Y equals negative 3. Y is negative 3. Sure enough, the answer is B.